Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Dredge, a small game that came out not too long ago. I've currently finished it. It took me 10 to 12 hours, I think, nearly 100%. So we're going to start from the start so I can tell you how it feels. So the basic premise is you're a fisherman, you wind up in this town and you don't really remember anything. Your boat gets ruined by some jagged rocks, and now you have to go out and fish up some stuff so you can pay for it. The mayor graciously lets you own one of his boats, but it's not like a Tom Nook style loan where it keeps getting progressively worse. It's just a flat loan. So we move. Time only goes forward when we move left and right. When we move at all, actually. We've got camera. And you see these little fishing spots. You come over here and you do a little game. So we have kind of Tetris style puzzle. You gotta fit these shapes into here to make the greatest capacity you can. And fishing is just easy. Just press F when you go into the green. That's all it is. See, he's a two banger. You know, we take that. Now, if you miss these, nothing happens. But if you press it when it's not in the green, then your line gets snagged. And it goes back to the start. But you can just do it without doing the skill game. And yeah, so this is basically it. And so we're in a little tugboat, little fishing boat. And we're currently in this area. As you can see, there's like 5 areas. And it may feel daunting going out in the open water, but don't worry, you get faster. So we can't fish there because we don't have any coastal reeds. Rods, I should say. Shallow rods. We do have coastal. But as you can see, this fish gives you like a silhouette of what it looks like, and fishes have different shapes. And this is where the real like Tetris style comes into play. Kind of want to have the perfect thing, but if you take damage, like if you run into a rock, you will suffer a hull breach, right? We have 3 damages up here. If you feel that, you would sink, but when you take a hull breach, the section gets crossed out. So if you have a big fish and the hull breach is here, you'll lose this whole fish. He'll just go overboard. He's not going to stick around. So right now, because we've got like, we won't be able to completely fill our thing, but that's enough. So we do have flashlights. We do have a light. It's not a very big light. Doesn't really illuminate us, but that's good for the sanity that we get. So at nighttime, things get a little spooky. As you can see, that eye in the top part of the compass, that is our sanity level. Paranoia, I think it is. And right now, it's okay because we're right next to town. And the mayor is going to tell us about, you know, pay off the boat, basically. And, you know, we can sell. It's easy. We go to the fishmonger and we're like, take all of my fish. What's your name? Okay. Fine, don't tell me your name. Bigger fish means, and fresher means bigger money. So we got all these. You can just press a nice little F down here and you'll pay that shit off. So $22 was taken out of our debt. Cool. So this thing. So you give us a little research. We can come in here and we can research stuff. Technically, at the moment we have rods and engines. Like, we could decide to research this. So as you can see, you can put a light here, you can put another engine here, you can put a rod here, and a bunch of rods here. You cannot put stuff if it does not have the icon. That's something that I found out later. So we got the shipwright. So we can't buy that, it's very expensive. We also can't buy that. But we could buy it, you know, like at $75. Put that in there. There's also like other stuff we can buy. Our light is kind of good. But so at the moment, it's probably not good to, as you can see, we have our pursuits here. We got our encyclopedia of fish we caught. It's probably not good to go out at nighttime because we have, we can see stuff like, oh my god, look. We don't know what that is yet. We haven't picked it up. But look how foggy and dark it is. So the fog comes in at nighttime. We get some squids. And every time you do something, time goes by. Okay, so that yellow one that you just saw, that's a trophy catch. If you manage to catch a fish, like in that circle, you will get a trophy catch, which is just a large fish, but it gives you way more money. Yeah, so one gulf founder and one grey eel. Okay. So I can see we have 56 bucks here. We can just sell it all. $18 remaining. That's pretty good. Still a little short on supply, but we can rest here. And we can rest till the dawn. I like to wake up just before the dawn, because I get that extra nighttime time. And fishes change depending on what time of day it is. So you got night and dark fishes. We got like a flathead here. You know, he's a bit different because he's 4. So it's like, we gotta lose out on some spots here. We don't need a lot of them though, but we do need a grey eel. So yeah, the game is quite chill if you play it, and you kind of get into a rhythm of like, okay, so at the moment I want to, you know, I want to fix up my boat, or I want to buy upgrades for my boats, and so on and so forth. Now you can go over here. This is Greater Mallow. This is where you can sell your jewelry that you pick up, and you'll pick up that in a different way. That is you will actually dredge for that, and that's where the name comes from. We haven't unlocked that yet, but I do have another save which I can show you. So yeah, this guy, you just trade him stuff. We don't have anything that he wants. There is a dock worker here. There's a little bit of lore that you can get when you talk to people to find out really what's happening. But we don't really need to worry about that. And so look how big this guy is. A big stingray. So we're just gonna make our way back before nighttime and kind of go into the other part of the game. Now, if I remember correctly, we should be able to do it after this one, but we'll see. So you may think, oh my god, we're so slow, but don't worry. You can get a lot more motors and you get way fast and you just zoom across like the ocean. It's very cool. Okay, so he wanted the flounder and the eel, right? Gives us 52 bucks. Couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Okay. Again, pay off. $2. We're so close. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can quickly grab some stuff. See how the fish went away? Because it is nighttime. So obviously some fish do stick around because they can. As you can see, we're getting panicked. We're in the fog too much. We're looking for fish at night. And this game does a cool, I've lost where I was. There's a cool way of showing like panic. See like little drips and drops there. It also does this thing where it will create rocks in front of you. And like then if you turn off your rock, look, you can't see it. So like if you're running through the dark of night, you have a chance to like hit some rocks, which is bad. You don't want to do that. And then the lighthouse woman. So there's a bunch of different quests here. I've come to fish. So need a black grouper. Is that enough? Yes, we've done. So we paid off our stuff. We no longer have to, wants us to take this package over there. Slightly dripping. Don't want it to spoil. It's okay. So we've got the dry dock, right? Which significantly upgrades our ships. And to get the materials, we have to do some stuff. So basically, we need that to level up. If we want 2 more engine spaces, or 1 more light space, so on and so forth. What I will do is I will grab a light. And then I'll set off. Now we have a little light in front of us. An actual light. And we can use that to pierce the darkness. But yeah, it's quite like still at night. So, light shows us what is like there and like invisible. And you can pass time at any dock. That's kind of cool thing. So once we make our way here, we dock, get a delivery. There's a hole in the paper bag peeking inside, shields it from your eyes. Nice and fresh. He hands us some money. Okay, and this is one of the last mechanics that you get. So it is a book. We have our pursuits here. Court to order, we need 2 of those. But we also have this book here, and we can read it, and then while we do stuff like fish, pastime, we will be reading the book, and that's really cool. Okay, now this is my old save, so this is kind of how the game feels like at the very end. So as you can see, a lot. I'm not going to show you what these are due to spoilers, but we have a lot of stuff here, and we can move. So this is what I wanted to show you, and I didn't want it to wait a long time. So you see this weird glow that we saw? Well, we can pick up stuff, and we get this weird purple fish. Tentacles sprout from a glowing core inside a sack of jelly. Other cores lay dormant outside. So we get these things called aberrations, and each fish has a different aberration, sometimes multiple. So it's really cool. You can find it, and they're worth a lot more. This is another thing, the dredge ability. So you unlock an ability to fish up stuff, and basically what you got to do here is just move your cursor and not hit the gaps in it. Oh look, there's a thing there, but that is not a real dude. This is a lantern fish. Try and get a good view of it. These are kind of these are the things that you can see in this game, and obviously without spoiling stuff, you can kind of just rest anywhere, which is cool. But I'll just like pick a direction, and you can kind of see how far we can go. Like you start off in a quite small area, but you can go anywhere. And it doesn't have to be nighttime to pick up these weird fish. Another different minigame, obviously. And each fish has like a unique, well, most fish have unique like amount of like spacing, I guess, squares. Like, oh, this thing is gross. But yeah, you zoom along at the end. There's cool stuff for you to find. Big sharks, big ocean stuff. You get a lot of different types of rods. So I think I'll go quickly over that. So at the moment, we can catch coastal, shallow, ocean fish, abyssal, hadal, volcanic, mangrove, and we can dredge. So these are all based on the different rods that we got. Obviously I've put a lot of time into this, and with a lot of time I've gotten all the rods, but sometimes you won't have enough space for everything, so you'll have to switch them out. And I think that's one of the cool things about this game. It's you've got to like create your own build. So as you can see, like even though I've finished the game, I haven't like completely got everything, but you know, this rod does coastal and shallow, plus it gives you plus 50% fishing speed. That's really good. This one does oceanic, right? You can get volcanic and shallow, sorry, and mangrove and coastal. So if you put these two together, because they're a 3x, it's like an L shape, whatever, you can get a 6x6, 2x6, 2x3, which equals 6, and that gives you all of them, plus 110%. Or you can put them all together in a slightly optimized space. This is a 4 with a little, so it's 4 plus a little one here, which is pretty good. Not as good in terms of fishing speed, but better for space management, and then you get stuff like abyssal. This is part of storyline stuff. The Hadal and the dredging, it requires you to go through the game, which is kind of cool. Obviously you can get those together, and you can get all these together, but these ones don't have the volcano stuff, so I don't know why you'd want that. You got a bunch of engines, pots, which are really good. And yeah, so this is Dredge. It is a cool little game. You really get into it because at the start we can sell stuff to this lady. Put this in. Do I have a net on? I don't know if we do. At the start you were kind of like just be in a little area and like you're trying to move around and you'll be like slow, but then you start getting to different areas and you start pushing your luck, and that's the main thing. You try and push your luck to get more and more fish to sell for more and more money, and you start going out to different places, and then you start unlocking stuff. You're like, ooh, like cool ocean fish, I wonder what they are. Okay, it's a huge shark that takes up a lot of space. Now if we had our old space we wouldn't be able to get there. But yeah, this is Dredge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would say check it out. It's like 35 Australian, so a bit less American, I guess. Maybe on par with the Canadian dollar. And it's really fun. It's about 10 to 12 hours. Probably more if you wanted to do everything. But that's it. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.